So, welcoming our breath in this moment, welcoming the temperature, whatever the temperature is, wherever you are, whether hot or cold or rainy or dry, feeling that on our skin, feeling that weather outside of us, awareness that there are outside conditions that impact us, outside people that impact us, and then our internal sense of what is the weather like inside. If it's stormy, if it's sunny, if it's partly cloudy. Breathe in to whatever the weather is, and notice that there's lots of parts of ourselves, lots of aspects of our being that want to belong, want to feel like they're part of your internal Thanksgiving feast in all beautiful aspects of what it can be, ideally in our minds of what we want. And I think my internal world really, like the theme for today, wants everybody to belong, particularly those parts of ourselves that are sidelined, that we set off to the side because they're not as comfortable to deal with. And when they show up, we're like, oh God, not them again. Right? I think we all have those parts of ourselves. And so belonging starts with an internal sense of belonging. Can I welcome everyone inside? Even those parts that when they come out, you're like, oh God, not you again. I'm laughing because it's like, what is the process to make that part go away? Um, and it's a matter of setting the table, one big family, and saying, yeah, even you, that part that I judge is so whatever, unwanted, unbeautiful somehow when they shows up, that like it's with not welcoming. So give everybody a seat. I say, rather than the head of the table, put yourself in the middle so you can see everyone. A better vantage point. Maybe up higher and look at all the different parts of yourself sitting there at the table and say, you all have needs, and they're all beautiful. And I mourn the times that I'm not self-connected with a bigger part of myself that I can't see. That you all have needs, and you all belong. You're part of me. And that I can compassionately accept all of me. All of me. Why not take all of me? Yes, yes, yes. And what is that sense of belonging that feels so good that you want every part of you to know they belong? Because I so desperately want to belong to communities like this community. I want people to show up. If no one comes, I can practice like an inner belonging, and it's as Rhonda knows it's sometimes a real struggle. Sometimes like, oof, man. So practice an inner sense of belonging. What is it what does it feel like when there's inside everybody is welcome? You know, the when I got back from Asia, definitely the grouchy part of me was parts of me were and irritable parts of me were in kind of like in all of their glory. And just for me to notice that and verbalize it was very, very helpful. Particularly my partner is like, this is not about you. This is about welcoming a part of me that's just really having trouble adjusting here. And they were like, oh, yeah, okay, good. It's not about me. So for me, that's what welcoming, belonging looks like. You belong, even those parts that other people don't particularly like, and it's actually me who struggles with them the most. So once you have this sense of like, okay, internally this is what belonging feels like. Belong to our, this little community we have, the people that, particularly the ones that are able to show up in person. Um, how it feels like whether people come or not, you belong here. You belong to this practice, this daily practice of loving kindness. This is important to you, and it's important to some other people as well. And it has different manifestations for all of us. And you belong here. This is where you need to be in this moment until you don't need to be here anymore. This is for you. This is because of you. You exist because I exist, and vice versa. And you are beloved. You are beloved until you can fully beloved yourself, and then you were beloved because you can share with others that sense of belonging. That sense of I really want to be here with these people, or with this person, or with this inner world of all these different aspects of me. I belong. What does that feel like? It feels warm, it feels safe, it feels uncomfortable at times. And still, there's a sense of no matter what, you belong. You can extend that belonging out past this community to people that we're related to biologically. And you may not have any people like that in your lives, but you can imagine them right now. I belong to you. I belong to you biologically. We come from similar roots. I may not enjoy being around you, and I may. And that may change moment to moment, depending on what's going on, usually in me. So that's another sense of belonging, these people that are blood relations, and then there's extended out to our other communities. Maybe you have another NVC community, or Buddhist community, or Christian community. How does it feel when you have a sense of belonging with them? You know that they're part of you and you are part of them. maybe not a strong sense, and you can imagine what it would be like if you did have a strong sense of that. So we are extending this to our loved ones and how my inner sense of belonging affects them, and then our different communities if we, as we radiate out from our own sense of belonging with them. How does it feel? Does it feel safe and warm and cuddled? Or like, there is a little bit of neurosis that seems common in all these people, and I'm guessing that it's me included. There's something there that's a little bit hard for others to take or hard for us to take. And continue to reverberate out, radiate out the sense of belonging and acceptance of all parts of yourself, your loved ones, the people you see in the street, knowing that indirectly they're probably part of your life in some way. To the people that trigger you, God bless them, and it helps us know what's important to us a little bit more deeply. And then to all beings in the world, knowing that all beings, even all the so much of the world, not only all humans and animals and bugs, may you all have a sense of belonging. May I know that I belong to you, to the core of my being. And may all beings benefit from our practice. Thank you so much for joining us.